Welcome to the Grey Havens Hour, a channel where we explore the deeper meaning behind Tolkien's stories, one quiet truth at a time. Today we're looking past the battles and the crowns to something smaller, something green, something worth saving. The ring is destroyed, Sauron is gone, Gondor is saved, the war is over. But Tolkien doesn't end The Lord of the Rings there. Instead, he brings us back to the Shire, back to green hills and tidy hedges, back to seed cakes and quiet evenings. Why? Because for Tolkien, the Shire was the point all along. Most fantasy stories end with the big battle. The kingdom is restored, the evil defeated, the story complete. But Tolkien adds one more chapter, the Scouring of the Shire. Frodo and his friends return home, only to find it scarred, trees cut down, homes overtaken, smoke rising where peace once lived. And Tolkien made it clear, the Scouring of the Shire is an essential part of the plot foreseen from the outset. Letter number 154. Because the Shire isn't just a backdrop, it's the soul of Middle-earth. It's what Frodo left to protect, and what he no longer feels part of when he returns. Sam said it in Mordor, "There's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for." That good was the Shire, but Tolkien knew something else, that even the good is vulnerable. While Gondor stood tall in battle, the Shire fell quietly under Saruman's shadow. And that mattered. Tolkien had seen this happen. He came home from the trenches of World War I to a country changed, industrialized, uprooted, unfamiliar. He wrote, "The country in which I lived in childhood was being shabbily destroyed before I was 10. Letter number 178. So what do the hobbits do when they return? They don't claim thrones, they don't build monuments, they replant trees. Sam uses Galadriel's gift, Earth from Lothlorien, to restore what was lost. Not power, not glory, but life. And Frodo can't stay. He saved the Shire, but not for himself. He tells Sam, I tried to save the Shire and it has been saved, but not for me. His wounds, physical and spiritual, are too deep, and so quietly he leaves, not in triumph, but in grief and peace. He boards the ship to the undying lands, and he sails away, because sometimes the cost of peace is carried by those who don't get to enjoy it. Tolkien ends his epic not with fireworks, but with a garden, with Sam holding a child, with hope planted in soil, with the simple act of healing what was broken, because restoration is the greater heroism. And that's Tolkien's quiet truth. We remember the war. But the Shire was always the reason, because without something worth returning to, what was the point of the journey at all? Thanks for watching. If you felt the weight of Frodo's goodbye or found hope in Sam's garden, hit like, subscribe to our channel and share this with a fellow Tolkien fan, because sometimes the smallest stories carry the deepest meaning.